is looking for? That is my question. I'll start with you.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
He would absolve her
What?
from being able to, from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
operate. This
operate.
has now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now in
Congratulations.
a season of House of Cards.
I thought you were going to say, what about the Supreme Court? That's also out there.
Well, the Supreme Court might happen. I don't know if it will, but I think this is something.
Unbelievable. You just can't make this up.
He got 14 million votes, and they threw him out of office. And you know what? I'll give you a little secret. He hates her. He can't stand her. But he got 14 million votes. They threw him out. He got 14 million votes, and they...
Well, I'll be goddamn darling. You, what? But boy, oh boy, what a time to be alive, man. These last 6 months, I tell you, it's been something, hasn't it, y'all? But I want to give a huge shout out to them beautiful patriots, my brothers and sisters around the world. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. Man, and it's prayers up, man. Prayers for America, prayers for Trump, his family, his team, his campaign, his administration. We do not know what to expect next still, as we are getting through November, as you can see, man. But after a landslide victory, we are rocking and rolling, y'all. We are rocking and rolling, man. But you just can't make this up. And I'm gonna read what them top comments say. They both should resign so Trump can get in early. For the first time in almost 4 years, I want Biden to stay in office for a tiny bit longer. Oh, man. She's forever staying the first woman VP title. And my brother Matt says DEI didn't earn it. Didn't earn it, man. But it's been a very entertaining election. 2024 has been one entertaining year, man. You know, from debates, rigged debates, you know, going to McDonald's. And sadly, I think a lot of things that shouldn't have even taken place. You know, assassination attempts, shams, you know, kangaroos jumping and banana peels all out in the middle of the street. You know, but everything happened for a reason, man. All glory to the kingdom. God ain't done, y'all. All glory to the kingdom, baby. And I'm glad that I was able to cover all this for you guys, man. That we got to make thousands and thousands of videos, you know, exposing the corruption, you know, spreading the truth. And I told you, November 5th, it was going to be a what did you expect moment. What did you expect? After covering both campaigns, man. You know, and the fake news, the propaganda, the lies, the bias reporting as they wiped Trump and Vance, the whole, just wiped all of them through the mud. His family, you know, raids. I mean, just ridiculous. Checking the wife's panties holes, going through a panty drawer. Unbelievable. You know, it's a lot of people that need to be held accountable, man. A lot of people that need to be held accountable. But I want to check this video out. Kamala trying to force Joe Biden to resign so she could become first woman president. And they ran that thing on identity politics. How did that work for you? Identity politics. First black woman. She ain't even black. And right now, trending, everybody was like, we were going to vote a black woman and it would be Candace Owens for first woman president. Or the first woman president, everybody was saying Tulsi Gabbard. Shout out to Tulsi, man. But we got a team of them now. Tulsi, Vivek, Elon Musk, RFK Jr. We got a whole team lined up, y'all. So these next 4 years is looking bright, y'all. And it's already starting bright. As you can see, these last couple of days, it's only been, 7-8 days, and Trump, everybody's getting in line. You know, we're healing all of a sudden, you know. Things are just happening out the blue. Stocks are up. You know, everything is just right now. Because there's a strong leader back in office. There's a strong leader coming back in there. And that's what it should be, man. But let's check out this video. Enough of me talking. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And let's jump in.
Hi, boy Benny. Never forget that Democrats tried to shove their drunk, Xanax-riddled stepmom down our throats with all the energy of a failed real estate agent in Hoboken. Kamala Harris was a nightmare of a candidate. Don't call her drunk, Benny. Like, why would you do that so mean? Well, because she's drunk, okay? There's no other way to explain clips like this.
We debate it out. Have good, vigorous debates. Have a good fight over policy. That's good for democracy.
Wow. Shocking that that lady, who can barely string a sentence together and slurs, and according to all reports is actually like alcoholic, lost in a massive landslide that you can see from space. Oh boy, it is not pretty right now at the White House. Look at the faces of Camilla and Jill. Ooh, baby, this is a frosty one. Jill Biden gives Kamala Harris a cold shoulder after husband Joe was forced out of race. VP lost to Trump. Oh no. What's going on here? Jill Biden and Kamala Harris, cold shoulder after husband Joe was forced out of the race. They were at an event together in Arlington National Cemetery. It's Veterans Day. The First Lady stared straight ahead as the Vice President grinned and leaned into her husband, who sat on her side. They hate each other. Of course, why not? Like, you destroyed the political career of her husband. But, you know, it could have been. Who knows? Would Joe Biden have done better? I'm not sure. I keep asking. They both would have lost in landslides, but would Joe Biden have done better? First Lady did campaign for Harris like one time. They didn't allow Joe Biden out on the campaign trail. They barely allowed Joe Biden to speak at the DNC convention. He'd been treated like such garbage by these people, and I am saying that purposefully. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden called Americans garbage, but it truly is his party taking out the trash. Veterans Day marked the first time President Biden and Vice President Harris saw each other. Biden and Harris, who looked stoic, stood side by side to mark a Veterans Day ceremony. The two couples journeyed to Arlington to watch a wreath laid at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So yeah, not a happy time. Oh man, look, they are so miserable. They know they effed around, and they know they found out. Look at them. Oh God, they know they did it. Kamala Harris, they don't look good. Yeah. Kamala Harris destroyed Joe Biden. According to reports, Kamala Harris was such a power gobbler that when Joe Biden decided to drop out, the plan was to have an open primary. Kamala Harris made like 50 different phone calls.
Yeah, Nancy come out there talking about she won the primary. Hands behind your back, ma'am. That blood alcohol level is shot. Hands behind your back. Don't come out there talking about she won a primary.
And was able to secure key endorsements ahead of what the party was planning on doing, and literally shoved herself into the position to win. Yeah, not Joe Biden's face really says it all. The happiest you'll ever see Joe Biden is wearing a MAGA hat, actually. It really does say it all. This is the end of Kamala Harris's career. But ladies and gentlemen, could it end even more entertainingly? Well, it could, actually. This night might not be the last humiliation that the Democrats see. Democrats are suggesting that maybe Biden resign and just hand the presidency over to Kamala Harris, who would be next in line constitutionally, in a Make-A-Wish Foundation presidency, where Kamala gets to be the 47th president, because then she'd be able to assume the office.
I'll start with you.
Joe Biden has been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States.
Whoa.
It would absolve her from being able to, from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn drama and transparency and doing things that the public want to see is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
Okay, this
operate.
has now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now.
Congratulations.
Season of House of Cards.
I thought you were going to say, what about the Supreme Court? That's all.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing. We'll talk about the Supreme Court in just a second. This is Kamala Harris, political Biden-Harris White House alum, Kamala Harris, political advisor. Joe Biden has been amazing. Should fulfill one last promise. He should resign and make Kamala Harris the first woman president. This would turn the tables on Trump and keep Kamala from presiding over January 6th to make it easier for the next woman to run. How weak and fraudulent all these people.
Yeah.
This is something that is getting a lot of play.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing their asses off at it, calling it a Make-A-Wish presidency. They're really trying to make a wish presidency. Kamala Harris could be also on the Supreme Court. Why not? Kamala Harris. Why not be a Supreme Court justice? Look at these people. Look how depressed these people are. They like every single person on TV having to defend Democrats right now looks so hungover.
Liberal. And so I hope that Joe Biden makes the next 10 weeks as consequential as he can. I don't care about drawing.
I told y'all, even on The View, like everywhere, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all of them. All of them look like they've been crying and that they're just hungover. Bad, man. And we got a video coming on here for CNN. They're doing massive layoffs. And some of their top stars, top talent, you know. It's gonna be devastating, man. Because the ratings tanking. I wonder why. Y'all have lost all credibility. People have lost all interest in the mainstream media. Fake news. Your time's up. It's coming to an end.
Outside the lines of what Republicans may think about it. This is within your purview. You can actually do it, and you should do it. And, you know, one more thing, John, is you have a hell of a vice president right there who has a legal pedigree to sit on the Supreme Court. And let Republicans go crazy and ape. I'm even mentioning that option.
You floating? Are you floating? This is 7:39 a.m. on the East Coast. Did Bakari Sellers just float Vice President Kamala Harris as a potential Supreme Court nominee?
Not only am I floating it, but I want to stir up everything. I want people's heads to explode this morning, so we go into the weekend just knowing that the chaos has not ended just yet.
Sonia Sotomayor, who would be the logical replacement there, she's 70 years old. She's not in the best of health. That would be the person that he's saying that Kamala Harris should replace. Of course, that would have to go through the Senate and take a long time. And I doubt a Republican Senate would vote to put Kamala Harris on the Supreme Court, especially as Donald Trump is heading into office in a matter of weeks. Giving Kamala a Make-A-Wish presidency would be hysterical. Would be really fun. Make-A-Wish presidency.
Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish presidency.
Turning the presidency of the most powerful country in the world into a Make-A-Wish is crazy. Make-A-Wish presidency. Everyone's saying the same thing, making the same joke. I called the campaign a Make-A-Wish presidency months ago. Evidently, he thought I was serious. Kamala Harris can't even make, her own biggest ardent celebrity supporters back her without paying them millions of dollars. This was breaking earlier this morning. Kamala Harris paid Oprah Winfrey $1 million to be part of her failed presidential campaign. How bad is it when all of the Hollywood, like all of these Epstein Island people, Diddy List people, Harvey Weinstein casting couch people, when you have to literally pay them? They're already billionaires. Oprah's a billionaire.
Y'all seen that video Oprah saying, no, that's a lie. No, that's false. Now we know, Oprah. Yeah, show us the bank statements, and we know you read the terms and conditions. Yeah, we know you. We know them terms and conditions, Oprah. Unbelievable, man. A-list celebrities, Diddy party celebrities, and then y'all pick the worst ones. Twerking. Talking about then come up there talking about gun violence. When in all their rap songs they mention guns. I'm just glad it's over, y'all. I'm just glad it's over, man, because they really thought people were stupid, man, playing in their faces, and you know what? Tons of people fell for it. Tons of people fell for it, man. But I told y'all it was not going to get them. It wasn't gonna get them over the finish line, man. It wasn't. And then Trump bad man. He filed bankruptcy. He's a felon. He's Hitler, dictator. And then shaming voters, belittling voters, insulting us. We're garbage. Nazis. You attacked our women, our beautiful women. Them beautiful women Trumpers. Did I say it right? You know? And that's one thing. That's what we do. Just drew the line. Y'all, them last 2 weeks, we drew the line. That was it. And I told y'all November 5th will be a what did you expect moment. Yeah. Going to McDonald's and pulling up in the garbage truck was just icing on the cake. Saying, man.
You have to give her $1 million extra bucks just to say that she likes you. How humiliating is this? Right? Like, how embarrassing is it? Tim Dillon, just great commentary here. Taylor Swift's biggest celebrity endorsement. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about Oprah. Nobody cared about George Clooney. Nobody cared about any of these people because people are sick of it. They know celebrities don't get them. It's comforting when you're waiting in line to get discounted food at a church. Who Taylor Swift thinks you should vote for? Nobody cares. And now it's come up in times for people like Oprah Winfrey, who are seen as like bigger frauds, right? Reminder that Oprah Winfrey was out right here saying that democracy would end if you didn't vote for the illegitimate candidate who we now know behind the scenes was straight up robbing Joe Biden of his presidency and his shot to run. And I think that Joe Biden might have done better than Kamala Harris. At least he would have gotten like some endorsements from unions and stuff. I think the Electoral College map was pretty much set. And that maybe Biden would have even lost some like surprise states because he's so uniquely unpopular. Reports of the White House has Joe Biden losing, Trump winning 400 electoral votes. Some reports out of the White House said it could have gotten that bad. But either way, it's just super humiliating, the cope. The cope here that Biden needs to resign and have one, the final insult we all know is stolen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, we still trying to figure out where those millions of votes go. Millions of votes. A cheap fake, a deep fake. 81 million. But I like that. Always be careful who you get in bed with. What an election it's been, y'all. What an election it's been. But hey, huge shout out to Benny for this amazing video, man. And it's disgusting, man, of how they're hitting the internet and what these people are pushing and saying now. You know, desperate. Make a wish presidency. All these conspiracies for this lady, man. What a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. But it's coming to an end, y'all. So prayers, especially from now till January, because we don't know what to expect. I'll be real with you. Prayers, man. But I love you guys, and I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.